Conscious weirdo. You conscious. A weirdo collective. My tribe, my kindred. You all beautiful souls. I hope you are well. And I always hope you are well. You know this. I'm always sending you that love energy, that heart energy, that truth energy, that spiritual truth energy. Most importantly, that freedom frequency. I'm tuning in to the freedom frequency. I hope you feel it. I'm so grateful for you. I thank you so much for paying me with your attention. Always, always. It's the best currency there is, I tell you. Thank you so much. Do you feel it, old soul? Do you feel the shifts? Do you feel it in yourself? Are you seeing it in the world? Seeing it? Because I do. And I feel it in me. I tell you, I've had a rough couple months, okay? Constant, obstacles being tossed in my path. And I'm tested. Not tested. What is that? I'm given the opportunity. I'm given the opportunity to be my authentic self. Which, quite honestly, I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I've been trying to be my authentic self for a very long time. All right? I know it's hard. We're programmed a certain way to carry judgment, to compare ourselves to others, which of course is intertwined with judgment, and conduct ourselves in certain ways. For me, it's hard to create boundaries because I'm kind of a people pleaser, kind of, you know. But these challenges that have been tossed my way have given me great opportunity. Not just for the world to see who I am, but for me to see who I am. God, it feels so good. It feels so good to be accountable for my actions, thoughts, emotions, with myself, as much as I can. It feels so good to lead with love, to lead with compassion. It feels good. And it kicks me up. It kicks me up. It levels me up. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love this. I love this ascension process. I love what is happening in the world. And most of all, I love the journey of the soul, let me tell you. I always have. And I know you have too. It's been such a, esoteric, taboo kind of thing to be spiritual. And to really try to know thyself. And to connect with thyself. Connect with our Creator. Who, of course, is within thyself, the kingdom of heaven within. I love it. Love it. And I'm feeling, after all these challenges, dealing with the judicial system, seeing, I've been awakening a long time. I've seen this beast system for what it is, but actually having to see it and feel it more than I ever have. When I thought I was off the hook, right? Being out here, being out in this beautiful, beautiful country of Mother Gaia. It has set me free. So I thought I was safe. Not safe, but like comfortably numb from the outside, from this matrix, this illusion matrix world, hiding in my little hole, my little slice of heaven. So I had to see it. I had to, not only that, I had to see it. I had to deal with my challenges differently than I have before. Coming from love, coming from compassion, and not from anger, not from, I don't know, feeling of helplessness, just embracing duality. Sorry, I'm like totally all over the place, Holy shit. 33 is how many minutes I have to record it. See that? I love it. I've been really questioning, like, how am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing based on, how I've been handling these challenges, and also, like, I've been carrying a lot of judgment in my head towards others for the past few months, and, like, I've encountered this problem before, and looking back, I definitely leveled up afterwards, after these periods of time where I would be like, what the fuck, man? Like, I would see someone, and they'd see something, and I would judge them in my head. And I don't want to do that. I would think thoughts, and I'm like, no, we are not our thoughts. I learned this. I am not my thoughts. My programming, my subconscious programming is not me. I once heard a really good tip about 3 years ago, because I posted this in a spiritual group. I said, I can't stop judging others in my head, and I want to. I don't know, why is this happening? So one of the responses was to say 3 positive thoughts about someone when you judge them negatively. Think 3 positive thoughts about them immediately afterwards. And it really does work. It really does. But lately, these thoughts, like, it's been like 3 months that this has been happening, to the point where it's like hurting me. These thoughts come in, judgment about others, and I've really been teaching myself and trying to train my subconscious, to reprogram my subconscious, to not compare myself to others, to not judge others. And of course, there's this, if you've dealt with some trauma in your life, abuse, there's this level of judgment that we need to have, right? Because we get hurt. We get hurt if we don't judge correctly. A lot of times I find myself, like, being very accepting and very compassionate towards others, to the point where it's detrimental to myself, because I saw the red flags and I ignored what I saw. I want to get myself into some shenanigans. You know what I mean? And I always told myself, and I've said this, like, every, like, horrible relationship I've ever been in the beginning, I would say this to myself, and I'd literally say this to the person, like, I know you're so bad for me, but, I want to believe, there's good. I want to believe that what my heart leads me to do is the right thing. And it always is, of course. It's always divine timing. Whoever we meet, whatever leads our heart, whatever sparks that fire in our heart, it is what we are supposed to be doing. It always got me hurt, being so accepting, so loving, when I would still see the red flags in the beginning and completely ignore them. I want to believe there's good. I want to believe that people can change, because I know in my heart that if I can change, we can all change, right? I don't know, sorry, I'm all over the place. I just need to spit some stuff out. But I'm starting to, as I kind of battle these thoughts of judgment towards others, about others, it is slowly changing my programming. I'm going against those thoughts, like, I let them flow in and then let them flow out. do my little ritual, think 3 positive thoughts afterwards, try to come from compassion and love. And I tell you, I'm being I really do feel like I'm being tested, all right? Because I'm being presented with lots of opportunities to judge others. Like, reasons for judging that I know I should be judging them for that. Because it will keep myself or others safe, potentially. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just want to love. I don't care. And what it boils down to is you things of an ethical nature, a moral nature. It comes back to trauma. Why do hurt people hurt people? They were hurt. They went through trauma. And that's their programming. That's what they know. And I know it's hard. There's like fucking murderers and rapists and all sort of horrible, horrible shit that goes on in this illusion world. It's not illusion because it creates such traumatic energy and motion. I know. But when you get to the bottom of it, the root of it, hurt people hurt people. So coming into current events, right? If you're still here, 11:42, I love you. Thank you so much for paying me with your attention. When it comes to the current agendas, so much fear, so much judgment going around. Let me tell you, since the beginning of this, right? And I know us truthers, us freedom fighters, I'll get to that in a second. I've heard some heinous shit, okay, from the people who are following this narrative. No, you don't want to wear a mask? I hope you catch COVID and die. I have heard that several times, okay? Not only being directed towards me, but others. And all the while, we are trying to save humanity, right? We've been trying to wake people up because they can't see. They can't see what we see. We're willing to look like assholes, right? But now, there ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt in my mind that what is going on is nefarious. It is barbaric, brutal, cruel. We see their attempts. Their attempts at dividing us, their attempts at instilling fear in innocent people. We see it. There ain't no doubting it. Well, all the while, like, I've never told anybody, I hope that they die, okay? I was actually virtually accosted by somebody following this narrative on Facebook a couple days ago. And they told me that people who don't want to eat this poke salad were selfish. You know, well, we've heard this from the beginning with the whole mask agenda, but we're selfish and we're a danger to others. We don't care about our community. We only care about ourselves. There comes a point, though, okay? Because I'm not a danger to others. I most certainly care about others in an immense way. And I love it. It feels good. There comes a point where I had to build boundaries, right? And eating this poke salad, that's a huge boundary. And I'm not letting that down. Not doing it. Nope. I will give you the shirt off my back. I will give you the shoes off of my feet. I've literally done that before. But I ain't putting nothing in my body. It doesn't make me careless or selfish or a danger to others. No way. We know that these people are sheep, right? They are little lambs, right? I don't want to call them sheep in a derogatory way. We know they're sheep because they're just following along, not doing their self work, not doing their shadow work. They're not ascending, and they might not in this incarnation. But those who will, those sheep, those little baby lambs, right? We are the shepherds. We are taking over, right? We are the shepherds now. We're not leading them to slaughter. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear, we lead them to new earth. We lead them into truth. I mean, really, they lead themselves into truth, right? I hate using sheep in a derogatory term now. I don't even, I spend so much time with people who are eating that poke salad, who have eaten the poke salad. People I love. I refuse. I refuse to call them a sheep. Right? They're in fear. A lot of people are just scared and not strong enough to do what we do. And that's okay for now. They're going to have to build up that strength. The veil is going to keep lifting. And those who are strong enough, with eyes to see and ears to hear, they will have to open their mouths. They'll have to build up that strength. But in the meantime, we're here to lead. We're here to lead. And that's the thing too, is like, those who are going along with this narrative, some of them, like, when it becomes so fucking obvious, and it will, when it becomes so obvious that there is some tricky shit going down, so fucking obvious that it cannot be denied, there will be a lot of them who have gone along with this agenda for so long and been so crass towards others regarding these fear and division agendas. They will not have the strength to admit that they're sorry. You were right. I see. They won't be strong enough to do that, and they'll keep carrying along in fear, not doing their work, not ascending in this incarnation. It's fine. We gotta let those guys go, right? They will carry on because they're not strong enough to move on, and that's okay. I'm telling you, Mother Gaia is going to purge the fuck out of this realm. So we just gotta let them go now. Enjoy our time with them now. That's another thing too I want to talk about right quick before I get off of here. This whole shedding business, right? I've heard people attest to experiencing issues, reproductive issues, God knows what. All right, everybody's got a different symptom. It kind of seems like the woo-woo virus. I ain't even trying to hear it. All right? Don't you be afraid of those that are eating the poke salad that you love, because if your life is anything like mine, you're spending a lot of time day in, day out. At least I am, with people who have eaten the poke salad. I have shared a house for almost a week with people who have eaten the poke salad. Kisses, hugs, love. I don't regret a single second of it. I didn't experience anything out of the norm. And I refuse to be afraid of those that I love or even those that I run into on the street. I'm not going to be afraid of you, you kind soul, because of prions and spike proteins. Oh, zombie apocalypse. I ain't fucking scared. Okay? I said this from the beginning and I keep saying it. If hugging you today means I'm going to catch some woo-woo virus or experience something, if hugging you today, if loving on you today means I die tomorrow, I'm hugging you. I'm loving on you. I'm kissing on you. We're going to smoke a doob. Do all that. All that. We're going to share a drink. I'm loving on you. Period. I refuse to be afraid. Refuse. Not doing it. Because then they win. I will not let fear divide me from connecting with others. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter. Especially my family. Those that I love. I'm gonna hug them. I'm gonna kiss them. I'm gonna love them. Because I know that tomorrow's not promised. I refuse to be afraid. It breaks my heart. Hearing about people who haven't seen their loved ones in over a year. Because everybody's afraid. Breaks my heart. Because I know what that's like. I know what it's like not to see someone that you love. And then they're gone. You didn't get to hug them. You didn't know the last time you hugged them. You didn't know that it would be the last time you were hugging him. So tell you, if I'd have known, I would have hugged him so tight. I know what that's like. And I refuse. I refuse to be afraid and not live and not love. I refuse. I hope you do too. I'm sorry I always cry. I hope you're staying strong. I really do. And I hope that you're experiencing these beautiful shifts. I tell you, I don't have a lot of money, alright? I don't even care. My blessings are endless. My gifts are endless. I'm always provided with everything that I need. The more I try to create a life that is focused more towards service to others, compassion, no judgment, leading with love, always speaking my heart and truth wherever I go, speaking from my heart. Endless blessings come my way. What a beautiful apocalypse. What a beautiful lifting of the veil, where the truth comes out, where we find who we are. Parts of us that have been buried for so long. What a beautiful process it is. What a beautiful gift. You be well. If you need anything at all, feel free to hit me up. Even if you want to talk about your cat's UTI. Man, I got a really good remedy for that. Be well. Stay strong.